Good morning and welcome to Weird Austin Morning, the show dedicated to making sure you know how cool Austin is. We're on a mission to do something uniquely Austin every day, and we hope to share those experiences with you. Every week, we visit classic Austin stomping grounds, discover new things to do, listen to Austin music, and hang out with cool Austin friends. I'm Valerie. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we hope you're having a weird Austin morning. So this week on Weird Austin Morning, we are going to discover and look up some Saturday happy hours in Austin. So this week we went to a place a little outside of town called Sweetwater Oyster Bar, and they have a Saturday happy hour. Happy hour is 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and they have drink specials and small plate specials and $5 beers. And it was just a great thing to try out for a Saturday happy hour. One thing good about this place is that you can reserve a big table if you do have a larger group of friends that want to do happy hour on a Saturday. And being able to reserve a big table was really convenient, especially great for a birthday party on a Saturday. You can kind of get a fancy restaurant experience for a really great deal. We wanted to try the coconut martini. I had never heard of that before. And it was a really light, fresh drink. The Saturday happy hour wasn't too busy. There were some people sitting at the bar. There were still a lot of tables available. We had a bigger group, so after having a drink at the bar, we went and got our reservation. And we had a full hour to try out things on the happy hour menu. So that was an awesome deal. It was just a light and refreshing, great seafood, great drinks, fun cocktails that were very different, and a wonderful Saturday happy hour deal. Today we discovered Tiny Grocer, a tiny grocery store in Hyde Park. There is also another location on South Congress, but today we discovered the Hyde Park location. It is more than a tiny grocery store. It is more than a coffee shop. It is more than a deli. It truly feels like a neighborhood hangout. There is certainly a special vibe when you come into Tiny Grocer. It is so cool. Now, if you don't live in the neighborhood, they do have a parking lot. Sometimes that deters people from trying new places and going to do new things. They do have parking spaces. At the times I have been there, there's usually no problem parking. They have normal things a grocery store would have. However, they do have more unique versions of those things. And it is just a cute lunch place. But where I find the extra magic in Tiny Grocer is it's a great place to have a morning coffee meeting. If you need to meet someone before work, they open at 8 o'clock and there are a ton of tables inside or outside depending on how cool the weather is that day. But it's just a great place to meet. If somebody is needing to eat breakfast, there are a lot of breakfast things to grab. If they just want a coffee, they have fantastic coffee, and it is such a loungy vibe and relaxing in a gorgeous space. It feels very professional. So if you do need to have a morning meeting, this is the place. They have deli stuff, they have baguettes, they have tacos, they have a fancy deli chicken salad you can grab and go. You gotta try Tiny Grocer. Now, one amazing, unique Austin business that we discovered recently is Cinful Sweets on Burnett Road. When you come into the shop, you will be absolutely blown away. Cynthia Romreal has created truly a unique place to buy custom, creative, gorgeous, beautiful chocolate gifts. We can't really explain how great these are. You have to see them in person. We love the teacher pencils. They were only $5 and they look like $1 million. They have these chocolate covered Rice Krispie treats. I mean, there's just so much unique candies and cookies, and they have chocolate candies, but they also have fruit candies. They have a table where you can sit and just order a drink. Order one chocolate if you want and just enjoy the space. It's really a cool, creative vibe in there because these chocolates are a work of art. I cannot tell you enough how impressive this store is, and one of the really cool things is they have custom breakables. So instead of having a huge cake at your party, you can order a breakable, and it comes with a little mallet that is a handmade design giant chocolate that you just break apart and you eat it. This custom dragon piece, they let us go backstage to see some of the work of what was going on. and we just couldn't believe it. This is one piece of candy. It's a custom dragon, and it's just amazing. They also have chocolate records, and they were making custom chocolate records for a client the day that we stopped in. Truly, this is a creative chocolate factory like no other. Cynthia has created a unique business that can go all the way from just coming in and enjoying one piece of candy to ordering, catering for a huge party. It's like a chocolate museum. You've got to check this place out. Since we were blown away by handmade chocolate craftsmanship of Cinful Sweets, we decided to go stop over on Spicewood Springs Road at Edis Chocolates and Bakery. They also have pretty unique chocolates, a huge assortment. You can pick and choose and make a chocolate box. And they have cookies, they have croissants, they have little pound cake slices. They have ice cream, and they have cakes. I feel like the greatest thing about Edis is if you are having a dinner party and you need individual desserts for individual tastes and dietary needs, they have vegan cupcakes. They have gluten-free cupcakes. They have all different flavors of individual desserts ready to grab and go. So you could get a unique dessert for each guest at your dinner party. They also have 4-inch cakes, 6-inch cakes, 8-inch cakes. So you could get cakes based on any size that you need to serve. And the prices seem very reasonable for these fancy designed cakes that they have ready to go in the cooler. They also have ice cream. They also have coffee. So if you need a gift and you're running around Edis Chocolate, grab a gift, grab a coffee, grab a snack, and get on with running your errands. This is a cool store. Now here at Weird Austin Morning, we want to research Fancy Friday lunch deals. For some reason in Austin, it is a trend to have a Fancy Friday lunch special at a lot of these well-known restaurants in town that normally cost a bit of money to eat at, but then they'll have a special Friday special. So what Sammie's Italian on 6th Street gives their customers is a free jazz concert. Sammie's Jazz Lunch does book up fast, so you probably need 2 or 3 weeks in advance to make a reservation. But always check, maybe people cancel and something opens up. However, Sammie's Friday Jazz Lunch is very popular, so just be warned. If you decide you want to go, you might need a few weeks beforehand to make your reservation. Jacob Wise is the jazz guitarist that plays Sammie's Friday Lunch, and he is an awesome jazz performer. Sammie's has all the normal Italian things that you might want to order if you're having an Italian lunch. And live jazz music in the afternoon is so fun. We got so energized. We loved our drinks. We love what we ordered. But we were having so much fun, we forgot to film what we ate. So we're going to have to come back again and do it all over again. Which will not be a problem. We love Sammie's Italian lunch. Now, another thing we are researching at Weird Austin Morning are restaurants and coffee shops that have bands with no cover and just really high quality music. There are a couple locations for radio, coffee, and beer around town. However, this one is off Manshaka or Manshack, depending on how you prefer to say it. And this one is in South Austin, and they have a stage and they have bands play. Now, sometimes when you live in Austin, you kind of get overwhelmed when all your friends' bands are playing all the time and you don't necessarily want to drink every night. So going to a show where they just serve very high quality coffees is always great. And going to shows where they play early, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock max, is also helpful when you have just tons and tons of stuff to do as an Austinite. We would recommend the Breve coffee over just a normal latte. So a normal latte is made with milk and a Breve is made with half and half. It's just a little creamier and a little more delicious. So if you're at radio, try fancy coffee and get it in a Here cup. When you're drinking coffee in a coffee shop and you have a real cup and it's really big, it's just so cozy. I don't know, there's a different experience over always ordering coffees in a restaurant or coffee shop and they put it in a paper cup. Go for the real cup. And sit and relax and watch some bands, have a conversation, just enjoy a lovely, fun Austin coffee shop that's also a bar and also a music venue, of course.
Oklahoma wasn't paying, but the U.S. Army was. Spent 4 years in the desert. I still got legs and arms. Still Oklahoma wasn't paying. I called the VA, I'm still waiting. I'm back with my family, finally, but it don't feel like home. Say there's a better life beneath that Eagle Ford shale. There's money to be made, I'm gonna make it. Ask you where I am, you tell him he's gone to Texas. You tell him I have headed south to come and take it. You tell him I have gone to Texas to come and take it. We pick lightning bugs, not them city lights. Back porches, quiet nights, our grandkids playing in the yard. Now fires fly all the time and the water's wrong. We gotta stay inside, got headaches bad and the breathing's getting hard. We had a better life above that Eagle Ford shale. It's been our family's home a generation. Bought the land all around us, yeah, well, we will never sell. They want our place, they gotta come and take it. We were born and raised in Texas, come and take it. Yeah, we all know times are tough. There ain't nobody getting paid enough. We've been knocked down, and now we're getting up. We found an ocean of oil beneath that Lone Star soil. We don't need theirs anymore. Now we got our own. We're creating jobs out at that Eagle Ford shale, helping families get back on their feet, offering full benefits. It's the best starting pay you're ever gonna get, and all you gotta do is come and take it. Just find your way to Texas, come and take it. Come and you take it, son, you gotta take it all. The poison, the promise, and the fall. When you come and you take it, son, you gotta take it all. The poison, the promise, and the fall. The poison, the promise, and that fall. Yeah. Bye.